Association. Peter!
Thank you. It's my pleasure today to represent the Australian Deer Association, representing the Victorian section. I think as most people have been aware in recent times, hunting has been under constant threats that are currently being put forward by the government are not going to achieve that objective. And that's why our association is pleased to be associated with the Public Land Council. Deer hunters in general are the major users of the high country in the winter months. But a lot of people aren't aware of that because they're not quite as obvious to the general public down in Melbourne, and that's been one of our problems. There's certainly been a big movement by this present government against hunting in all forms.
Fantastic turnout, it's beyond our wildest expectations. This is the first public appearance for the Public Land Council, and it's not going to be the last, nor is it going to be the biggest, because we are going to make our voice heard in Spring Street. That's our challenge, before this land is taken away from us forever. We've got to reach the people of Victoria and make them understand what's happening in this high country. I first came up to the high country as a kid when my father taught me a bit about bushwalking. I can't do that anymore because I've got a crook leg. I can only get up here now in a vehicle. How long will that last? I don't know. And I've got another question that nobody's been able to answer for me. What happens? What happens to the forests in this high country? Does anyone know? Well, I can tell you, if we leave nature to take care of those forests, I believe that ultimately they will disappear. And that's because we don't live in a pristine, quote-unquote, environment. This environment has been occupied by human beings for at least 50,000 years, and everything in it reflects the presence of human beings. If I tell people that these fire climax forests of alpine ash will die, I have no credibility because I speak for this dreadful timber industry that makes its living out of providing people with nature's most environmentally benign shelter material. So I have no credibility. I don't understand it either. So I have to quote another source. Some of you may have heard of an occasion a while back that was known as the Helsham Inquiry that took place in Tasmania. And there was one Dr. Jamie Kirkpatrick, was one of the